Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, forget it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Vic. What's up? What's up? What's the vibes? This is the place where you find new faces, new talent, and upcoming stars all the time here live on the Don Vic Show. So, what's up? What's up? Today we got a special guest coming on the show. He is a director, writer, award winner, paranormal investigator, comedian, filmmaker. This guy does it all. His name is Mark Denham. He'll be on the show in a few minutes, waiting for him to get on my platform so we can bring him on the show and find out exactly what he got going on at this present day. But until he comes on here, I always want to shout out some people. You know the vibes, how we do it here on the show. I want to thank my good family, the Pagan TV series that will be playing soon. I'm excited. Big shout out to Denise, Pond, Sarah Lynn, Larry Harley, James Strokes, Cody, Jarrell, Tabitha, Stuntman, Mary. I mean, so many people to name. So big shout out to them. Also, big shout out to the Desert Fiends cast. Amazing people. I can't wait for that to come out as well. Skate to Hell as well. Big shout out to everyone that came out and did a great job on set. Big shout out to Sean C. Phillips, Nicole Vegas, good friend of mine's, Joe Gonzalez, Joe Collins, so many amazing people, that are doing very great things. Also, I want to shout out my brother, Terrell Vernon Coleman, director out of Virginia. We're talking about working together, putting some projects together. I can't wait for that. Also, big shout out to my good brother, Johnny Alonzo, my paisan, Kevin Wynn, Irv Beck, and the whole team. It's amazing to watch these people go to work and put these great projects together. IG, what's up, baby? What's going on? Sorry for the loss. You know the vibes, man. We miss Johnny, man. You know the vibes. Great films will be coming out this year and next year. We have my good friend, director, Asif Akbar, which directed the movie Commando. And he will be releasing a new film called Boneyards. Boneyards with Mel Gibson and 50 Cent among some great other actors that are on that film. Can't wait to see that. I've always been a fan of Mel Gibson, and 50 Cent. Can't wait to see what Asif Akbar put together in this film. It's going to be a great film, folks. So stay tuned for that. Also, my good friend Michael J. Has also put out a trailer. June DeGasio also Saving Anna, which has been nominated for the awards. I'm on that film as well, among other great actors. Lacey Lays, Amy Young, Catherine Muhammad, uh, Bella's on there, uh, and so many great other actors in Saving Anna. Also, say The Return of Jay Brooks, which is another film that June directed, and I play an agent on there. Not too sure when he's going to try to release that, but there's a lot of stuff going on and coming out, so I'm excited. Big shout out to you two for tuning in, and everyone else that tunes in. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Appreciate it. Um, so I got some other great guests that I'm lining up to come on the show. Some of them are good, um, great actors, award winners, models, um, and I'll be giving you guys an update on when they're coming on the show as well. Um, you know, I, I love doing what I do because I meet so many amazing people around the world. You know, and and get to hear their stories, and so do you guys that tune in and watch the stories as well. Hear their stories as well. So, you know, tonight we also have Katarina Santana. She'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be talking about her new release on her new song. Um, and she will be announcing some other amazing things that she has going on. So we'll be talking to her tonight and finding out what she got going on. Uh, but we here live, the vibes, and as soon as my guest jumps on the panel, we'll bring him on here and find out exactly what he got going on. Okay, because there's a lot to talk about. He's been directing and writing, and he's also part of paranormal. You know what I mean? And he does film as well. So this guy been busy. Mark's been busy, and one, I'm excited to find out what movies have he filmed or directed. You know, and what does he know about the paranormal world? The paranormal world has always been exciting to me. So many things that happen, and everyone looking for the right answer. What is the right answer? We don't know. That's why we got them paranormal investigators out there trying to find it. And I just want to shout out all of them around the world. Paralinks and everyone else out there. Outer Realms Paranormal. The RAF. Uh, we got my good girl Liz Mind from the UK. She's amazing. She's always posting stuff on my Don Big Show group chat. So if you have anything that you want to promote, you can go to the Don Big Show group chat page and promote your stuff on my page. Videos, upcoming events, posters, trailers, um, whatever it is, you post it there, and other people around the world can watch it. So again, the Don Big Show group or page. Just submit your stuff there. I of course have to approve it because I got to make sure there's nothing crazy that's going on my page. Um, but lately everybody been good and posting up some amazing stuff, so I haven't had any problems with that. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on social media. Big thing right now, is this the P Diddy thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is crazy. But I always say, man, whatever's in the dark comes to the light. You know, and all the stuff Diddy has done in the past has caught up with him, and now it's time to face face the consequences. I believe he leaked a video on the black market with Drake and Nicki Minaj and a few other um, hip hop artists, and I ain't seen it yet, but I hear it's crazy. And he's trying to you know sell these on the black market to make money to get out of what he's in. Um, and just to show you folks, when you on top and you doing good, everybody, you got all these people around you, everybody, praising you and you this and you that and you this. As soon as you fall, no one's there for you. Okay. And let that be a lesson. All right. I mean, I know what Diddy was doing is really dark. And, I understand why people don't want to back him up because what he was doing was insane. But, there's other people that were involved with that no one's talking about. The focus is on Diddy, and they're trying to get Jay-Z and Beyonce in there as well. But there's bigger fish than them. The people that put them in power. I'm pretty sure they've been into these parties that Diddy's been in. You know what I mean? And Diddy's no dummy. He recorded a lot of that stuff, and a lot of those people on those videos. So when they sent in that when they sent in the police over to his house, that was just to retrieve the footage. Those people scared. Those people don't want to be exposed. Uh, but again, you can only hide for so long. You know what I mean? You can only hide for so long, man. The truth is gonna come out sooner or later. So, you know, you're gonna have to use all that money you got to get great lawyers to try to get out of this. You know what I mean? This is big business. It's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Jay Z. They just the front puppets. You know, and it's insane. The trafficking, the sex videos. I mean, it's Diddy lost it. He lost his Diddy lost his mind. You know what I mean? He really did. Um, and now he's paying for it. He did a live talking about the incident he had with this young lady that at the hotel. You can see the footage where he's actually beating her, kicks her in the back, and throws her down, drags her by her head, and then he's gonna go there and then he's gonna do a video talking about he's sorry that he's in a different place. Boy, you've been in a different place for a long, long time. You've been doing this for a long time. So it's not like, it was your first time doing it. You've been doing it. It's a cycle that you're in of beating up women and doing certain things. So for me, my opinion, he deserved what he gets. You know what I mean? Real talk. Nando, what's up, brother? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for logging in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the love. And and not just Diddy, man. There's other people that are out there doing things they ain't supposed to do, in this world, in the hip hop world and even in the filming industry. But you know, uh, if you haven't got caught yet, you need to stop. And you're still doing it, then you need to stop before your number come up. You know, uh, because once names start to drop, forget about it. It's gonna be insane. Okay, people are gonna be like, no, no, she didn't, no, he didn't. What he was involved in, she was involved. I didn't know, you know, and they talk about Oprah. That Oprah knows. She's been to these parties. So she knows, and and she hasn't been exposed and this and that. I don't know because I wasn't there and I don't know, but this is what social media is saying and certain people that are in Diddy's circle are saying. Uh, and his security guard is saying that in some of these events, man, there were like princes were in here too, governors. Like, I mean, this goes on and on and on. So these people don't want to be exposed. So something has to be done. Did he get a free pass on this one? Does he get a free pass, or will they come after him? That's something that we're gonna have to tune in and watch and see exactly what happens. Folks, I finally got my guests here on the show, and bringing them in, finding out exactly what Mark got going on in his life with his career, knowing that he does so many things. He's a man that wears so many hats, and we're going to find out exactly what Mark is up to. Okay, folks, so please welcome Mark Denham to the show, folks. Mark,
you're right.
How are you?
Good, thanks. Sorry, I was a little bit late. I was having technical problems.
Oh, there you go. There goes the light.
Yeah. Let me see if I can move this because I've got the light behind me.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for coming aboard the show. I know you're a busy guy, and where are you originally from? Are you from the UK?
Yeah. Sorry.
London.
Yeah, I'm from London, East London.
Okay. So, what actually got you involved in the film industry? What caught your attention that you wanted to become an actor and filmmaker?
Well, I've always been into acting and filmmaking. I used to write as a kid, but the writing I did as a kid, I've found and I've read back, and it's completely stupid. But as you get older, you learn better things. You learn more about life.
Right.
My life then went to doing naughty activities that get you locked up.
Oh yeah, we've been there.
And then I got married, had a kid, and my wife said that I've got to behave now. I've got a kid and do other things. And because I was trained in film, I went into the film industry and just started doing as much as I could, writing as many screenplays as I can. And I've written a lot of gangster films that I've seen. I add extra to it. So if in reality we had a street fight and knives were pulled, I turn it into guns. That's more of a embellished, more fun.
Yeah, I agree. So at what age did you really start to write? At what age did you let's just put it this way, at what age did you create your first film? Was you still a young man when you created your first film, or was it later on?
Middle-ish. I was 38.
38. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was that film about? Was it action? Was it drama?
It was a military thriller. So it's called Love and Warheads. It was a short. I've written a feature now, so it answers a lot of questions that were left unanswered. And basically, this guy that works in the where the silos are, the nuclear silos, he's had an affair with a military police officer's wife, and it's proper kicked off, and she's left him, even though she's got pregnant by him, and so he flips out. He goes completely psycho, and he hits the red button, but he drops a nuke on smallish countries.
Wow.
So the government agrees that they'll arrest him, have him executed and whatnot to try and limit the damage so there's not a big war. and then they start to interrogate him, and basically there's a lot of slapping him about, and then you finally find out that he was having an affair with a military police officer's wife,
Oh
and then the
wow.
military police officer snaps and he hits the red button, and it
Oh,
ends.
wow. Sounds like a great film. You know, is it playing now? Is it on
um,
international or like
it was in it was in festivals.
festivals?
Um,
Okay,
I've put it up on my YouTube channel,
okay.
um, but I wasn't satisfied with it enough to put it fully out there. Hence why I've written a feature. So the next step will be to do film the feature. And,
Okay. And are you planning on doing that anytime soon?
it'll probably be next year because I've got a couple of things on this year. Um, it's good. So I've got a gangster film that I wrote, but I'm playing the lead character, um, and also a fight kind of an MMA film.
Okay.
But the woman is the lead. She's in an abusive relationship. She finally gets out of it, but she gives the guy as good as she takes. But she finally gets rid of him and gets into MMA fighting and becomes like the number one contender. So
Oh,
it's kind of letting people know you don't have to be in an abusive relationship. You get out of that, you can be anything.
that's right. I agree 100%. So I see London. They love them gangster movies. London loves those gangster movies.
Mm,
I love gangster movies as well. You know, I grew up with watching Scarface and stuff like
yeah.
that. You know, one of my favorite films. Um, and it's exciting to watch and to see what stories come behind it. Um, but I also like drama. Love films. You know, and I'm thinking, like right now, I'm writing something. I'm putting something together right now too, um, which is kind of like military type of thing. A guy that comes out, and of the military and can't find a job, and he bumps into a guy and stuff, and they talk and things happen. But so how many films have you already completed
Um,
that are out now?
there's Love and Warheads, um, Toy Box Killers, um, and what's the other one? Claire's Funeral. I have to think. So I've got loads going on, so I'm trying to think which one have I
I get it. I understand. I get it.
Um, yeah, so it's a lot of short films that I've done.
Not a
Toy
short
Box
film.
Killers Toy Box Killers is a feature film. I'm not really satisfied with that because I had a crew, but they wasn't being paid, so they got paying jobs and said, "Mark, look, we come back. Let us do this. So we come back and continue it." But the main actress was moving back to Sweden, so I only had a week to do the feature film, and I did it like a one man crew in the 1 week, a whole feature film. That wasn't easy, but I pulled it off. So, but I feel that it could have been so much better if I had the full crew.
Yeah, fortunately, things like that happen. You got to get the right team to work with. It makes it much easier on you as a director, to get things done. But when you're working by yourself, you got to direct it, you got to shoot it, you got to edit it. If you don't know how to edit, you got to find someone to edit. So it's not an easy task.
No.
But it's possible. If it's something that you really want to do, and it's in your heart, then you do it. You find a way to do it. You know what I mean? What has been some of your funniest moments on set?
Um, I've funny enough, I was just watching one of my bloopers. So, it was a scene in Toy Box Killers. I followed the two cops off the lift, the elevator, and as they get off, I thought a good shot would be I'd stand there and film them for a minute, then follow them off. But I waited too long, and the doors closed, and all you hear is you see the actor looking with a big smile on his face because he's seen what's happening. And my automatic reaction was, "Ah, shit!" Just as it closed.
Oh wow. Oh boy, I love the bloopers. I think bloopers are fun to watch after you completed the set. Um, it's a great thing to sit down and watch with your crew members, and have a great laugh. So I love it, and when I go on set, I take my camera and I try to film anything I see that's funny, and then try to make a video out of it and play back and let the cast see it and have a good laugh.
Yeah.
So making so do you like making a film or do you like being in front of the camera
Um,
or both?
it's a bit of a mix, both, because sometimes I just think, you know what, I can't be bothered with directing. It's so stressful. You don't get any time to sit down and chill. So sometimes I think, you know what, let me act in front of the camera. It's not that easy acting.
Right.
Some people think it's easy, but it's not. You've got to become the character, so it's hard. But at least your only job is to be the character, memorize your lines and whatnot. And plus, I love the gangster things because you get to have the fight scenes, and because I'm a martial artist, they tend to want, instead of your typical gangster punch up, it always becomes like the Bourne Identity kind of fight, which is quite fun.
Right. I mean, so you do martial arts as well. That's awesome. You can make your own stunts, and then create your own stunts. So that's great to have. Let's talk about some of the paranormal. I see you're also a paranormal investigator. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, for years I've been into paranormal stuff since a little kid. We used to see some weird, bizarre stuff. And as I grew up, I started to study it, read about it. I've got a certificate in demonology and whatnot.
Okay.
And one day I got in touch with a friend of mine, and he was like, "Yeah, we're setting up a paranormal team." I mean, this was only recently. We've only done like 2 investigations,
Right.
but it's pretty awesome. I'm the one that tends to get sent in if there's a demon. I'm the one that's sent in because we was at this old abandoned church. It's meant to be 200 or 1,000-year-old, something like that. And there's apparently meant to be a demon in there. So it's like, right, there's a lot of demonic activity that happens there. Go ahead, this is your thing. And so I went in there and just chilled and put the camera up, and nothing actually happened. I was getting weird feelings, but
Right.
there weren't really anything that happened.
Nothing. So
But
when you started the paranormal, was it something that you experienced in the past, or was it something that you guys spoke about and decided to create a paranormal investigating team?
So when I was younger, I used to see spirits and whatnot. Then I got smoking a lot of marijuana. And
You see a whole lot of spirits.
no, I just stopped seeing them.
Oh.
I think I blocked something. I've not smoked that for a while because my wife made me promise that I won't smoke. But I did leave a loophole because she said, "Promise me you won't smoke weed anymore." So I said, "I promise I won't." So I've not smoked anything since 2013.
That's awesome.
But I had one of them space brownies. and she said to me, "I thought you said you wouldn't smoke weed anymore." And I went, "Yeah, but listen to what you've just said. Wouldn't smoke it. I'm not smoking it."
Right.
And that's when she realises I leave loopholes in things I say. So now she listens carefully to my promises.
She pays attention.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So as going back to the filming, as a director, what are some of the things that you find difficult?
Um,
On set, being a director, what are some of the things that you find difficult to deal with?
um, sometimes you get backseat directors, actors that are like trying to say, "Oh, well, let's try this." And, yeah, I'm open for collaboration, and I'm happy to someone puts their idea forward. If I think it's good, I'll go with it. If not, I won't. But you sometimes get ones that keep pushing and pushing and pushing,
Right.
and it's just so annoying because, like, listen, you've told me I might put it in, but I might not. Just give me
Right.
time to figure what I'm doing at. But then they just carry on. It's like, why did I have to work with this guy? Mhm.
Yeah. You get those, thank you. You get those, you know, types of actors where they want to be directors and actors. And it could be annoying at times, to try to shoot something when you got someone in your ear. Well, no, try it like that. Oh, do it like this. Well, first of all, I hired you as an actor, not as a producer or a director. So let me do my job and you do your job. Because
Yeah.
it takes you out of place, and whatever you had on your mind, it just went out the window. Whatever
Mm.
idea you had, so it's always to keep it's always good to keep the actors away from directors. I would say,
Mm.
and if you do have an idea before filming, everyone should just talk about it, and then you can have an idea already of what everybody might think about the scene or their character. Say, well, I gotta do a scene by the window, you know, and I gotta shoot. Would it be better if I broke through the window and as I'm in the air, I'm shooting, boom, 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 and I'm falling? Would that be a better scene than just me looking out the window open and shooting? And that way you'd be like, well, yeah, let's try them both.
Mm. Yeah.
you know, Scenes like that. And that way you have an idea. If you try it your way, and then you say, okay, well, let's try with them jumping out the window and then shooting while they're in the air, boom, 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 and landing. See what scene looks best, and then you pick. Um,
Yeah.
but it is annoying at times. Um, what character have you ever played, or have you played that you really wasn't really feeling the character, or you couldn't really, you know, um,
Well,
play him out?
recently, I was in a film for film, which is on the in British television,
Okay.
and it it was based in a gym, and my character was had to be a beta male. He's like really soft and weak, and it's like, that's not me. And when they talk to me, the other actors, they're like, "Right, you're more of a leader, aren't you? You're not
Yeah.
this character at all." And
Right.
so I spent time in between takes. I'll do my Italian mafia accent just to make me feel a bit more tougher. Um,
So you can change voices. You can uh,
mm,
speak like you're Italian. Uh,
yeah.
that's
Hey, forget
awesome.
about it, huh? Fuck me, you end up in the trunk, capish?
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. um,
Also, I used it for pranks when I was growing up back in like the 90s. Now,
yeah.
you can't do this nowadays because you definitely go to jail. But we had an exam, me and my friend, and I hadn't studied for my exam. And he phoned me up and said, "The exam's today." I'm like, "Oh shit, is that today?" I said, "I totally forgot." I said, "Don't worry, I'll get us out of this." Now, at the time, you had the IRA bombing London left, right, and centre. So I went about a mile down the road, got on the phone box, the call box, and phoned up my college. And I said, top of the morning to you. There's a bomb in the college. And I hung up and I ran home. And my friend got there and said, he called me up and goes, what have you done? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, there's the armed police here, there's the bomb squad here, there's a fire
Oh,
brigade, there's ambulance here. And I'm like, I don't know. What's happened? He goes, I don't know. I thought you've done something. No. Is the exam still going? He said, no, that's next week. I went, see, I told you something could come up.
oh wow. That's a good story. You set it up. Oh boy. See, when you directed, you come up with ideas. Wow, that's awesome. You know, and you're also a comedian.
Mm. Yeah.
How, when did that start? And have you done any stand-up comedian in London or any other place?
Yeah. So what happened is we've got this charity thing called Ultra Charity, and they have either boxing or stand up comedian where you do it for charity and you raise money. And I was going to do the boxing, and my wife said, "That's not really a good thing for you." And I'm like, "Why?" And she goes, "A, you do martial arts, and B, you have a bad temper." So she said, when you're boxing, when they hit you, you're going and throw you everything, your elbows in there, everything. So you'll get disqualified. And I'm like, yeah, right, good point. All right, I'll go for the stand-up comedy. And so I did that. And my comedy is pretty much dad jokes. And so I went up on stage, did that. And the first time I got up there, I was terrified. My hand was shaking, all these people's eyes on me, and it's so different.
Stage fright, right?
Yeah, because being an actor, you become someone else.
Right.
But as a comedian, you're yourself. So it's terrifying to be yourself on stage. And as I said, the first joke, the whole audience roared with laughter. I'm like, hey, I'm funny, cool. And I just went with it, and I've done a few open mics since then.
Right. Is it something that you would like to keep doing? Proceed to be a comedian?
Yeah, I won't mind doing it occasionally. It's good just to be silly. The world's so serious, and so if
Yes.
you can have a laugh and just be silly on occasion, it's nice, especially getting other people to laugh.
Yeah, and it's good for the soul. It's good. It's good for you. To be happy and making people smile and laugh. It's a good feeling when you can do that for people. You never know who's feeling down when they come to your show. And they don't really want to be there. They're just there because their partner's there. They're going through some stuff, and all of a sudden, here you come and you're making them laugh, and they forgot about everything that was happening. That's a great thing to do. That's a great, kind of a power, to have, to be able to make someone, change their feelings from bad to good, and and from sad to happy. Not too many people can do that to people, and that's why I think comedians are very special, because they can always make you smile. No matter what mood you're in, you talk to a comedian, he's gonna make you laugh, and it's great. It's great for the soul. It's great for the mind and stuff, and I love it. I really do. So when you write, as a writer, what do you love to write about?
I love to write horror films and gangster crime stuff. So as I say, I've grown up a lot around crime.
Gangsters.
Gangsters. My like third cousins were notorious gangsters in the UK, and I'm told I look like one of them.
Oh boy!
Isn't that good? It probably would be good in them gangster films. My third cousin, the Cray brothers. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I seen something. No, Road Dogs. Is it Road Dogs? Are they from UK? The two brothers. Is that a true story?
Legend. There
Legend.
in Tom Hardy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true to a
To a
degree.
point. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm writing one because I'm apparently I look like Ronnie. I don't see it, but everyone says I do. And so I'm writing a script about that, but it's taken a while because I have to check with people because
Right.
I'm putting things that the inner circle
Yeah.
knows and everyone else I have to check to make sure. Like there's one thing, there's a guy called Mad Axeman. So they had him killed. Everyone knows they had him killed, but they don't know what happened to his body. There's assumptions that he was buried at sea, buried in Epping Forest, and or
Mm.
holding up the M25 freeway flyover. But or maybe buried underneath because what they do, they got friendly with a funeral director as well, so they knew when there was going to be a funeral. So they did go where the hole's already dug, dig a bit down, put the body there. Then the next day, the coffin would be put above it,
Yeah.
and
Never
the
find them.
police, yeah, because and the police couldn't get a exhumation thing because there's got another body there, and you'd need 100% evidence, not a theory. So people think maybe that's what they done, but what they actually did, they took the body to my godfather, who worked in a big factory, and put him in a furnace.
Mm.
So that's one of the things I've written about.
Oh, wow.
So I've checked everyone that was involved have passed on. So they said, yeah, you can add that one to the story. Mm.
Wow. This is crazy. So, how big is the paranormal out there in the UK and London? I see a lot of paranormal. Uh,
Is big.
does London has a lot of story with like, I don't know, witches or
All round has a lot of things about that. London. It's a lot of killers, victims. You've got the plague pits. When we're digging tunnels for like the subway and stuff, and they're discovering plague pits even now from doing it. And also, we had lots of executions in
oh
the
wow.
medieval era and stuff. So you've got Tower Hill, which is where they used to take traitors up there, and everyone would have their go to like it'd be like a fair, a carnival, and a family day out, and the main event would be the execution of the prisoner.
Oh,
And it used to be awful executions, like cut open your stomach while you're still alive, take the intestines out and things like
oh,
that.
wow.
And keep you alive. So you can imagine that kind of thing happening on a regular basis
Oh,
has
wow.
caused a lot of paranormal activity in the area, paranormal hotspots and whatnot.
That's insane, Mark. I mean, that's. Have you worked out here in the U.S. or all your work is out in the UK?
It's all in the UK. I've been to the US,
Okay.
but because I've got family there, I am part American.
Okay.
So because my grandfather was US Air Force,
Oh,
so and
okay.
so I'd like to come out there to work, like do the films and stuff.
Right.
Um, but I've been out there on vacation to Indianapolis and that to visit my cousin out. But my cousin, he's a bit naughty. He's a Hell's Angel, so yeah.
Oh no, I know.
He took me on his motorcycle, and wow, he just went speeding down the road. He's eased up since he went to federal prison though, because he
Right.
actually sold guns to the FBI, and they
Yeah.
arrested him, and that was it. So he's calmed down since then a bit, but he's still got these naughty streak. Plus, he's
Right.
in his late 70s now, but he's still got that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Once
think,
connected, always connected.
yeah, he also fought in Vietnam, so he come back completely nuts.
Mm. Wow. Have so who would you like to have when to work in one of your films? What actor? What A class actor would you love to play in, say, one of your gangster movies and play a
Ah,
lead role? Which character? I mean, which actor would you love to have?
there's so many. Um, a British one, I would say Jason Statham. and
Oh,
American one, it's got to be Robert De Niro.
yeah, but
He's so awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes. You know, those names always come up when I ask someone that's doing a action movie. It's either Robert De Niro or Al Pacino
Yeah, Al
or
Pacino as well.
who else? Not too much Sylvester Stallone, but for action, they say Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
You know, or boxing, they would say Sylvester Stallone because he's known for Rocky. Um,
Mm,
but you know, it's a great thing that you have all these hats that you wear, being director. Tell me the awards. Oh, you're an award winner as well.
yeah, I won best feature film, um, best director, uh, honourable mention for acting. Um, then there's a few others that are offered the same thing. Best gruesome kill,
Oh,
because I had the character. He cut off part of her body and made her watch him eat it.
wow.
While killing her. And then best spooky atmosphere. And there's like 3 or 4 others, and they're just mm,
I know. You know, I say it feels good to have them. You know,
yeah,
and it inspire. I show it to inspire others that if I can do it, you can do it. They can do it. That's my award as well. But it's this industry we in. It's a hard industry. You got to come up with good stories. It's like a competition. Everybody's writing, and you know, um, to get a distribution or for even investors to look at it, your story has to be very very well put together.
mm,
Uh, and if you're not a good writer, you can get some good writers to go over your stuff and kind of like look over it and say, this needs to be changed. We can add this, and kind of like rephrase it, rephrase everything, and
mm,
put everything in place, so that you can get a chance to either get it seen on festivals or even have an investor to look at it. So it's for someone that doesn't know about this industry, that's looking out and thinks it's easy. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. There's a
mm,
lot of stuff that you have to know to become anything with as far as filming. Um,
mm,
you know, and for you, being wearing all these hats, it's amazing um, that you have so much talent. And shooting a film by yourself, it's not an easy thing, but
mm,
your determination got it done. This is what you wanted to do, and so you did it. And that's motivation.
yeah.
That's definitely motivation. So, what did your friends say about it when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna be a director. I'm gonna do this"? What did your friends say about it? Were
Um,
they on board with you? They were like, "Mark, you're crazy."
um, none of those on board because it's weird because they was like, you know what? If anyone can do it, you can do it. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting. I was actually expecting because you hear all these stories where people say, oh, I've I wanted to do this, but my friend said I couldn't, so I had to
Yeah.
prove them wrong. And it's like I say, I need someone to say I can't do it, so that I've got more push to say, right, I'm gonna prove you wrong. but but I did kind of lose a bit of interest when I lost my dad, and I remember
Sorry.
I called it's not he's like a gangster in the UK, and I lost my temper and I phoned him up and said, you know what, I'm not doing this filming anymore. Sort me
Right.
out at work with you, like. And he says, what do you mean? What do you want to do? I said, you know what, I'll be a killer for hire. I'm trained in forensic science. Let's go. And he's like, he goes, don't be a plonker. You know, your dad was proud of you, what you're doing. You know, you stick with the film, you carry on. Your dad's proud of you, you do that. And then it was it. He gave me a wake up call, and I'm like, all right, I'll behave. I'll do my film.
Right. And it's, you know, it's good to have people like that that believe in you and encourage you and you know and push you to do what you're best at. You know, because sometimes you don't see your gift and other people do see it. You know, and sometimes we bypass you know our time because we're too focused on doing other things that we think is what we're really good at, but actually someone is actually seeing what we're really good at, and you know some of us catch it and some of us don't. But you know it's great that you're doing what you're doing out there in London. What what would be one of your biggest goals?
Um, my biggest goal, I really want to become an A-lister, but I'm sure most actors and that want that.
As a
Um,
SAG actor?
yeah, like I want to be up there with the greats, but not for fame and fortune. I mean, that's a nice bonus, yeah. But the more famous I become, the more I can share my work with people
Yeah,
and then make more people happy and entertain them and just make them laugh and yeah. So
yeah, yeah, and give them jobs, you know,
yeah.
and help people out as well. You know, that's a great thing. Um, what have you written a book about some of your story?
No, I've been told that I should write a book because I'm trying to get an agent as for a writer, but everyone's saying if I write a book, it's easier to get an agent. So I've started to write a couple of books, but they're at beginning stages. So a while back, I'd done psychology, abnormal psychology, and criminal psychology. So one of the books I'm writing is about serial killers, but it talks about them, their profiling and that. But then I go into deep detail, clinical detail,
Right.
explain how you can pretty much work out if someone's a serial killer or not, or a
Right.
potential one. I mean, one of the basic ones is so if you're around someone you think they're potentially a psychopath, all you have to do is yawn. But look them in the eye as you yawn. And as you know, it's infectious. Everyone yawns when someone else yawns. Um, if they don't yawn, now this isn't foolproof, but normally if they don't yawn, it means that they've not got empathy because the reason you yawn when someone else yawns is because it connects with a part of the brain that deals with empathy. Hence why you yawn with the other person.
Yeah, and I'm like that. Anybody yawn in front of me, I yawn with them. Ah,
I'm the same.
yeah. What? So you know, you've done directing, you've done the writing, you know, the comedy, the filmmaking. What else would you like to do besides all that?
um, I don't know. It's really just focusing on. Well, I'm learning the guitar. We're trying to, so that'd be nice.
Okay, music.
And also my main thing that I'm really focused on is making the connections and getting out there, getting hopefully finding the right doors to open. So that I just need that one door to open, and I know it'd be better, but boom, I'll be somewhere. I could pull Sam Croft in. So that's my main thing, really.
Okay, and
Yeah.
and opening doors on what side? Like the directing side, the writing side, like
Um,
opening what type of door so that you can move
I'm
forward.
open to opening indoors for acting or directing,
Okay,
or even writing, whatever doors I can open. Because you
okay.
know this, it's not what you know, it's who
It's
you
who
know.
you know. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and that's why I ask you. You know,
Mm.
I do know a lot of people. I've been have a lot of people on my show, directors, from all over the world, and writers as well, authors, book writers, and I love to help people. That's what I do. And if you're talented, if you got good stories and my people like it, I can make the connection, you
Cool.
know, because one thing with me is I like to see people win. I like to people I like to uplift people and see you do good. Because if you do good and you're doing good, then I do good. You
Mm,
know, if you happy, then I'm happy. And that's kind of the guy I am. And I try to do it for everyone, but eventually you can't do it for everybody.
yeah.
Because some people just don't appreciate it, some just don't deserve it. Um, and I had to sit back for a while and kind of like, you know, say to myself, okay, oh wait, I can't do this.
Mm,
I can do it, but I can't do it for everybody.
yeah.
Because some people have different agendas with take advantage of you, um, and just want for them, and nothing come back to your way,
Yeah.
or not just your way, but for others in general. So we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking, and see what you got going on, and if I can direct you to someone or introduce you to someone that may want to listen to you, see some of your writing,
Yeah.
um, I could do that for you.
Yeah. I can actually picture you in one of my films as well, playing the tough guy. To be honest, but you've got a perfect character for it.
The tattoo guy, the
Yeah.
tattoo American.
Well, talking to you, you're a lovely guy. I'm sure you're the kind of guy that you respect
Yeah,
man back. If
that's right.
you miss you, that's it. The hell's to play. Yeah, I
Well,
could tell
well,
you.
well, that's right, Marcus. So when you come from that side of the family or that type of world, and you change for the better, it doesn't mean that you're soft or you forgot. It means that
Yeah,
you contained the lion, you contained that beast. It's
yeah,
inside of you, but you got him contained, you got him behind bars. You don't want to let him out because you know what that beast can do. So that's
yeah,
kind of like what I do. I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know what I'm capable of doing. So I caged that beast inside and became this other new guy, which I love very much.
yeah,
Um, but so what I'm saying with that is like, you know, don't test something or don't look for something that you don't want to come out.
yeah,
And sometimes people do that. Sometimes people try to push those buttons to see
yeah,
that beast come out of you, and
yeah.
then when it comes out, they don't want to deal with it or don't know how to tame it.
Mm,
So I always say to people, don't do that. If you don't get along with me or you don't like me, then don't speak to me. You don't have to speak to me. That's
yeah,
fine. I'm okay with that. But don't push the buttons to push me to either put hands on you or really see a ugly side of me, or a ugly side of any individual, because everybody has a dark side. um some you have to push harder to see it, and some you just have to snap your finger and the beast is there, because they're just waiting for that beast to come out. So I always say be nice to people, be nice, be humble, let people be lovable, and let people like you. And that way you get into projects and people want to work with you, versus you trying to be a tough guy or be always mean or you're always snapping. Nobody want to work with you because people get afraid. um,
mm,
so but you also have that side. You have those two sides. You're a nice guy, but you got your dark
yeah.
side too. And so we play the middle. I'm a Libra. That's my real sign of Libra. I'm a balance, right?
I'm a
Libra.
Leo.
You're Leo. So I have
Yeah,
to be balanced at all times for me to be how like I am now. You know what I mean? If I'm
yeah,
off balance, then you can tell right away that I'm not something is not right with me.
mm,
Um, but pretty much I always try to find a solution on how to balance myself, because um to be unbalanced in anything, it's not cool,
mm,
and it's not comfortable. um so if there's anything that you can tell anyone that wants to be in comedian, writer, director, filmmaking, what inspiring message can you give them?
Um, not to give up, because we're our own worst critics. So you have them dark moments where you just think, I'm going nowhere. I want to give up. Let's give up. But don't listen to them voices that are telling you to give up. Just keep pushing, keep going. And because even if you're not 100% successful, actually creating a project or being on stage making people laugh, that's success in
Yes.
itself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. That's awesome. And you're right. I tell you this, Mark. I accomplished a lot of things in this past couple years that I wanted since I was a kid. From a music, from being, from coming from music, and as a kid watching actors, American actors, me as a kid watching them on TV, and saying to myself, one day I'm going to be on TV with these guys, or I'm gonna, I want to be an actor. What's up? Um, what's up, Mark?
Hello, you all right?
And and to actually achieve it at the age that I am today, I can't ask for no more, Mark. I've been on set with some of the best actors you can name. You know, um, I was there, got to meet them, been in films with them. So I have accomplished a lot of the stuff that I wanted to as a kid. But now, there's always another bar that you want to reach. You want to get into the next stage of the game, and work with other actors. So that's my goal right now. And you spoke about, well, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Denzel Washington,
Yeah, he's a
Ice,
great.
Ice Cube, um, the guy from Fast and the Furious, the bald guy, what's his name? Van Diesel.
Yep.
You know, uh, when I get to that level of acting with those type of individuals, and I can say that I reached my goal.
Mm.
Um, so I'm still working, and worked with some amazing people, amazing superstars or celebrities, or whatever you want to call them. Um, you know, uh, and this film coming up called Desert Fiends is a great film. It's a horror comedy film. With Tom Arnold being one of those guys, Brad Wagner, so many people. Um, so 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 what I'm saying is, it's a great feeling, and maybe right now I still don't believe the fact that we got to that point. So I can understand you saying you would love Robert De Niro to be in one of your films or even work with him.
Mm.
Um, and if you write a great story where it can get to his hands or one of his agents, and maybe maybe he wants to play one of your films, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he did play in the UK a film. It was like a gangster film out in the UK. It was like they're robbing banks or something like that, or heist. I forgot the name of the film, but he was in it. Uh, and so I'm pretty sure, if you write a great story and then present it to him, he might
Yeah,
want to do it.
sounds good. Yeah, funny enough, I've written a script that's a UK based like Jaws. Um, and I was looking at it thinking this feels so much like Jaws, a later version. And I thought, I wish I could get in touch with Spielberg and say, hey, can I turn this into a later version of the Jaws? And it'd be your company's film.
Yeah.
But trying to get that would be a mission impossible. Um,
Well, nothing is impossible. It's right back to what you said. Is who you know.
mm,
It may take a while, but if you're connected with the right people, eventually you can get close to this guy, or have someone that's close to this guy to talk about you, or even present what you have to him. So it's hard work, and if you're willing to put in the hard work, and it'll pay off at the end. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. You got to put in the work to see results. And that's all I can really say. I speak for myself, because I've put in the work, and I've reached some of my goals, and I'm reaching goals because I keep pushing.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you would like my viewers to know about you, or any shout outs that you would like to give?
I think we've covered most about me.
Okay.
But shout outs, I guess I'd give a shout out to Mickey, of the publicist. She's awesome.
Mickey Solar?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you know her. Yeah.
I love Mickey. Yes, I know Mickey.
She really pushes a lot for you. She's constantly telling people, "Oh yeah, here's Mark. Speak to Mark." And I think her by herself could make someone famous. The amount she tells people about you.
Yeah. Well, that's Mickey. I met her through some other people, and we've been friends, and ever since. And she's an amazing person. I met Manuel through her, which is another director, just making great films. I met Martin through Sola. She's introduced me to some great models as well. So it's who you know, and Mickey is starting to really stretch her arms out and starting to reach the people, good people. Yeah. So it's a matter of time before she does that. I want to thank you, Mark, for coming on the show. You've been great. Thank you for telling us your story. If there's anything I can do to help you, I'm just a text away, and we'll bring you back on the show in the future, and see what you got going on and what you put together.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on your show. It's really awesome and fun.
Yes, it's my pleasure to have you on here tonight. And I want to, again, wish you the best, and keep pushing those mob movies. Keep pushing those mob movies, Mark. All right?
Yeah.
So you have a good night. Thank you so much. I want to thank the viewers for tuning in and showing my guests support. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Tune in at 7:00 with Katrina Santana. We'll be talking about her new song, her new release at 7 p.m. people. So tune in, and I'll see you guys later. Mark, you have a good night, and thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Right.
Catch you later. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
No, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game.